Hello friends and followers. Here is a more finished demo of the Harvey Welles. I finally completed the power supply and all the high voltage connections in there, 600 volt, 300 volt connections. Those are all wired into the back connector now, the Harvey Welles. And as I explained in the last video, the Harvey Welles is running on two different voltages. The lower voltage is for the modulator and for the oscillators. And the higher voltage is running the 807 final. At any rate, that seems to be working pretty well. I've been keyed down now for a while, and the final is it's probably over its ratings, but it's cranking. It's not red plating in there that I can see, so at least it's not glowing cherry red, or is it? Maybe it is. There's too much brightness in here to really know. But anyway, it's cranking along. I'm getting about 30 watts out of it, and I'm happy with that. The modulation is really, really good now too, with the two secondaries on the transformer in series into the plate. It has some pretty good audio. So I've been here in transit mode, it's cranking along. And here's the demo on the microphone. This is KB3W testing, KB3W testing on AM, testing on AM. And what's cool now is, since I got the modulator on its own power supply, and the 807 on its own power supply, I'm getting a bit of upward current when I talk, which I think is how AM works. So AM current, upward current on the plate. So I think that's good. I also got push to talk working now. So when you want to talk in this thing, you can squeeze the mic or transmit. So transmit is for holding it on, transmit from standby. You can just transmit ASAP with it and make adjustments. And for standby, you turn this off. And now all the voltages go off because the relay in here unkeys the 600 volts and unkeys the 300 volts. And so the system, the little transmitter here has its tube filaments on, but there's no high voltage going to the tubes. So sure enough, if you kick the mic now, you'll get transmit and power. So I'm happy. KB3W test. KB3W testing. 1, 2, 3 test. 1, 2, 3 test. 1, 2. So I'm happy how it turned out. 1, 2, 3 test. 1, 2, 3 KB3W testing. AM. And here's the watt meter. KB3W test. Hello, hello. No, it doesn't move that. Hello. It moves the plate a bit. This is KB3W testing on 7280, 7281 AM. So yeah, I think this is done. So now it's sort of done. I guess I can put it back in the case. It doesn't red plate. I don't really have CW mode working yet, but maybe I'll fix that tomorrow. So there's no, well, maybe it works. Let's see. I bet it doesn't. There's that. Oh, it does work. What do you know? Ha! Look at that. It doesn't take as much current as AM. It goes down better. More power. I think it's sizzling in there. No, it's not. Oh, everything works. So I think we're good to go. I can put it back in the case. Grade meter. Whoops, now let's see. Okay, go to phone and take that off. Yep, works like a champ. There's the grid. There's the plate. Put her back in the case. I think it's done. So, little Harvey Welles is finally working. Maybe I can use it now for something. I do have a VFO for it, so I'll put a VFO in and dial it up to to the local 7293 frequency and see what the guys think. So that's the story on Harvey Welles. I'm a little afraid to run it on 80 meters because last time I did that, it kind of sizzled. I think I'm only safe on 40 meters on it because of the plate current. Well, let's see. It covers off at 20 meters. Transmitting on 20. Peak it. I think there's harmonics in it. Yeah. Plate current's too high, right? Can I dip the plate? There's harmonics all through it. So 20 is kind of a bust. Last time I did 80, it was a disaster. Let's see what it will do. Test. Oh, there's 80. Wow, this thing cranks on 80 meters. So the last time I modulated, it blew up, sort of. It blew a fuse. Anyway, there's 80 meters. It's really cranking on 80. A little bit of modulation, test a little bit of modulation. Modulation. At that power level, it's not modulating well. Red plating, no. Yeah, so modulation isn't strong enough for that wattage. There is not much modulation, but it's upward. It's upward. Hello. It's not blowing up. Yes, I think 80 meters is working. So I would say we can use 80. All right, that's my test. Back to 40. Tune it up on 40. Power out. There's the plate current. There's the grid. And I'm running on a crystal now. Yep, it's a wrap. Box it back up. It works. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Power off.